फर्टिलाइजर में आने के बाद आई रियलाइज तो अब मुझे बिल्कुल पता नहीं फर्टिलाइजर मार्केट रनिंग अबाउट 5 years इन फर्टिलाइजर उसके बाद बोर हो गया फार्मर्स आर वेरी इमोशनल पीपल ओके वेरी 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 लविंग काइंड पीपल एंड सच्चाई को बहुत वैल्यू देते हैं ऑल दिस इनिशिएटिव्स मैंने बहुत यंग फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट से शुरू किया है ऑल मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग्स फ्रॉम MBA कॉलेजेस फ्रॉम इनिशियल IIM अहमदाबाद ग्रेजुएट्स उसके बाद XIMB भुवनेश्वर उसके बाद मैनेज
वी फील की सक्सेसफुल आइडियाज बोर्ड रूम में
नहीं
बिल्कुल में आते हैं बट
उल्टा है एक्चुअली
रियल लाइफ
बोर्ड रूम में रेसिस्ट करते हैं यानी नया आइडिया लेके जाएंगे बोर्ड रूम में हाँ नहीं चलेगा नहीं देना पड़ेगा नहीं देंगे वो धरना करते हैं यहाँ देना ही पड़ेगा So farmers are so innocent. Every year, every few years, new nutrient is coming. सल्फर के बाद बोरान हो गया, बोरान के बाद मैग्नीशियम हो गया, उसके बाद आयरन हो गया. All kinds of diseases coming. The origin for the whole thing is the imbalanced nutrition. I am the convener for agriculture and food processing sector of Confederation of Indian Industry. Exhibited का मतलब क्या है? आपको भूख लग रहा है तो खाना है. So allowing the product, I'll advise him about the agriculture practices. My first question is, have you prepared your project report? General rule in management is that when you plan for the worst situation. Okay. When you execute for the best situation. Why grow more? Grow more has got all the meanings, what we want to communicate to the retail.
When I was in Coromandel SQM and he was my chairman and my main job was to selling potassium nitrate P2P, but he made it mandate in my all this review that how many days I am actually traveling in the field, farmers को कितना मिल रहा हूँ, dealers को कितना मिल रहा हूँ. स्टार्टिंग में समझ में नहीं आया कि यार क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्यों हो रहा है, इसका B2B सेल्स से मेरा क्या रिलेशन है. For 4 businesses, what will be the main leading strategy for bulk, specialty fertilizer, crop protection and retail?
The gaseous form ammonia injection into the soil. Yeah. That is followed in Europe and US for many years, decades. Qualities I mentioned already, hunger for knowledge.
Yes.
That will never die as long as I live. So.
हेलो, वेलकम टू सुपल शर्मा शो. आज के पॉडकास्ट में बहुत ज़्यादा लर्निंग होने वाली है क्योंकि जो आज के हमारे गेस्ट हैं उनका मोर देन 40 इयर्स का एक्सपीरियंस है इन इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर. उन्होंने अपने टाइम पे इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट अहमदाबाद से पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट किया था और लेटर ऑन जाके हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से एडवांस मैनेजमेंट प्रोग्राम किया. उन्होंने डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में काम किया है और कंट्रीब्यूट किया है और उन्होंने इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर न्यूट्रिशन सेक्टर में बल्क फर्टिलाइज़र, स्पेशलिटी फर्टिलाइज़र, रिटेल एंड क्रॉप प्रोटेक्शन के बिजनेसेस को इस्टेब्लिश और उसको नए लेवल तक लेके गए हैं. आज हम उनसे बात करेंगे स्टार्टिंग एंड इस्टेब्लिशिंग न्यू बिजनेस इन इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर. लेट अस वेलकम मिस्टर P. गोपाल कृष्णा, प्रेसिडेंट एंड CEO, FERTIS India Private Limited. Hello sir, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you, sir?
I'm very good.
Sir, सबसे पहले you take us through your initial life.
So, in fact, my family is basically from agriculture family. Okay. And my father and his brothers used to have a big land, more than 200 acres. But my father decided not to bring me up in the environment of the village. So, he brought us to the nearby town, small town.
और ये विलेज कहाँ पे थी? Where was that village?
That's near Tuni in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
Closer to Vizag, Visakhapatnam.
Okay.
So that place, this is near riverside. So we came to the nearby town and then we got educated up to 12th standard. Then I tried for MBBS and narrowly missed by 0.5% difference in the open competition. So I had to go for the next best is the BS Agriculture. Went to Bapatla. Then studied 4 years. Then we came to know those days IIM is not very well known. So we applied for all the banks. So I got the jobs in banks. But at the same time, someone said you write for CAT. So wrote CAT also we got. So I was not able to decide between these two because that time we didn't even know the value of IIM. So finally, someone recommended you should go to IIM. So we went to IIM Ahmedabad. Then in between, of course, for 1 year while preparing, we also did MS Agriculture in Hyderabad. So then went to IIM Ahmedabad. From there to Delhi straight away. तो दिल्ली में पहले जॉब था और उसके बाद 8 साल यहीं दिल्ली में.
ओके सर,
First
पॉज लेते हैं. सबसे पहले हमें ये बताओ, उस टाइम पे आईएम अहमदाबाद का एजुकेशन कैसा था और आपको मतलब हाउ वाज योर फीलिंग एट दैट टाइम?
IIM अहमदाबाद ज्वाइन करने के बाद ये मन में आता है तो सिलेक्शन इज इजियर देन गोइंग पासिंग
सबको ये लगता है कि
ईयर.
बड़े फैंसी पैकेज मिलेंगे और चीजें मिलेंगी. तो उस टाइम आपके साथ कैसा था और
हाँ,
विच
तो-
ईयर था, कौन सा ईयर था?
That was 1981.
1981.
So when we get this seat, we feel very, very elated.
ओके.
We a lot of celebrations,
So
and
you got
send-offs.
campus placement?
Yes, from
Okay.
campus. So
Okay.
then you are talking about the
I'm
IIMs
here, yes.
getting in.
Yes.
After IIM, उसमें जाने के बाद बहुत मुश्किल है पास होना because you should not get more than 4 Ds or 2 Fs. So somehow we manage because बहुत tough है. तो 2 years होने के बाद campus recruitment बहुत companies आते हैं.
ओके.
तो you have more choice selection के लिए. You select the company first.
ओके.
तो इंटरव्यू के बाद हमको इंडियन पेट्रोकेमिकल्स कॉर्पोरेशन लिमिटेड IPCL. I got a job as in the regional marketing office of Delhi. So that time I was traveling extensively Punjab, Haryana, UP and Rajasthan and
और
Madhya
उस टाइम
Pradesh.
जब जॉब मिली तो कैन यू शेयर योर फर्स्ट सैलरी एट दैट टाइम?
2000
So
2000 में घर बेचता था. 50% घर बेचता था
yes.
आफ्टर ऑल एक्सपेंसेस.
ओके. एंड एट दैट टाइम वो बड़ा प्राउड फीलिंग हुआ होगा सर जब फर्स्ट सैलरी?
हाँ, 2000 तो बहुत ज्यादा है. सब लोग बोलते थे अरे इतना पैसा क्या करोगे.
एंड आफ्टर दैट?
तो उसके बाद 2 साल के बाद इफ्को MD ने कहीं मिला है फ्रेंड के घर में.
ओके.
तो इन्होंने बुलाया तो इफ्को में ज्वाइन करो, मुझे हेल्प कर दो डायरेक्टली.
ओके.
तो इफ्को में ज्वाइन किया यहाँ नेहरू प्लेस में दिल्ली में.
एंड दैट वाज योर एंट्री इनटू बेसिकली एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर?
या प्रॉपर एग्रीकल्चर
commercial-
फर्टिलाइजर इंडस्ट्री.
fertilizer
So that was
industry.
after 2 years. But in IPCL also it was use of plastics in agriculture. It's
Okay.
semi agriculture. So all that what you see, milk sachet or canal lining or Food Corporation of India black covers, all that was discovered and propagated during that time. It is called plastic culture.
ओके.
So those applications were developed. The crates, the HTP crates, apple crates and all that from Shimla to this place. So those things were developed that time in agriculture, use of plastics. So उसके बाद इसमें fertilizers में आ गए.
एंड एट दैट टाइम इफको कैसा था सर व्हेन यू जॉइंड?
इफ्को always this is a big company.
Okay.
लेकिन pure fertilizer company, no other activity. तो नेहरू प्लेस में this is one of the biggest cooperative fertilizer company in the world. Maybe second biggest in the world उस समय भी.
एंड उस टाइम एमडी कौन थे जब आप ज्वाइन किए थे?
हाँ, मिस्टर अवधानी, Amit Savdani.
ओके.
And Mr. Avasthi, who is the MD now, he was the project manager for Anla new plant.
अच्छा, at that time?
At that time.
Okay.
So I used to interact with him. ये project में क्या कर रहा है. So because I was assisting MD, so there a lot of interaction with him.
Okay.
So he was a senior manager projects.
Okay. Very nice. तो ये उसके बाद देन इफको के बाद आप नेक्स्ट
मैं ये सोचा है तो इसी उम्र में हेड ऑफिस में रहना ठीक नहीं है, तो फील्ड में जाके यू हैव टू वर्क हार्ड.
यस यस.
तो इसलिए मैं चेंज के लिए ढूंढ रहा था. सो आई सेड नो. देन सैंडोज सेड ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, विल गिव यू फील्ड जॉब. यू स्टार्ट एज अ फ्रंटलाइन सेल्समैन. ऑफ कोर्स योर सैलरी ग्रेड में बी हायर, बट वर्क एज अ सेल्समैन, प्रूव योर सेल्फ, तो यू आर बेटर देन अदर्स. और उसके बाद 6 महीने के बाद एरिया मैनेजर बनाया और 6 महीने के बाद रीजनल मैनेजर बनाया. तो आफ्टर 2 years आई वेंट टू कर्नाटका एज अ हेड ऑफ द स्टेट.
ओके.
सो उस समय हमको चैलेंज दिया, देयर इज़ अ न्यू प्रोडक्ट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्रिटिकल प्रोडक्ट फॉर द कंपनी. तो उसको लॉन्च करने के लिए देयर आर 2 places इन द वर्ल्ड, टर्की एंड इंडिया, दे आर लॉन्चिंग. तो उसको हैंडल करने के लिए कर्नाटका लेके गए. तो दैट वाज अ वेरी सक्सेसफुल लॉन्च. So that was that term in Sandoz for 4 years.
And after that?
उसके बाद मार्केट में नाम आ जाता है तो everyone wants to take me. So EAD Parry said, we'll give you a big position.
Okay.
Straight away will become All India Head of Marketing
Okay.
for pesticides. So please come. So though
And
it was a
this
small
which
company,
year?
that was in 1994.
94.
So though in pesticides, देखो तो fertilizer में तो बड़ा है, लेकिन pesticide में बहुत छोटा था. तो फिर भी वो इन्होंने बताया you develop this industry, this business in our company. That is the first time development, First is Sandoz developing a new brand,
Okay.
replacing a brand which is giving 95% of the revenue.
Okay.
Yes.
और जब आप EID पैरी में थे, so what challenges you were facing at that time और कैसे हुआ और आगे कैसे growth हुई?
EAD Parry was not professionally working on pesticides. They're tagging with fertilizers and selling. And they said, then my first recommendation was you break it off from fertilizers to pesticides. तो सब लोग बोला है तो वो तो फेल हो जाएंगे, आप नहीं बेच सकते.
राइट.
इतना छोटा कंपनी, नाम नहीं है मार्केट में, ब्रांड नहीं है, कैसे बेचेंगे मैं. सो आई हैड ए कॉन्फिडेंस इन सैंडोज, मैं फार्मर के साथ, किसान के साथ काम करूंगा, तो आई हैव कॉन्फिडेंस, आई कैन हेल्प देम, सो दे विल ट्रस्ट मी, आई विल ट्रस्ट देम. तो इसी के साथ हमने बहुत मेहनत किया. तो देन वी गॉट अ बिग सक्सेसेस. फर्स्ट शक्ति नाम से Canalfas, that gave a big success. It became big name in the industry. Then we have Astra naam se, like that's 4-5 brands. Then there is a Fantech, which is a biostimulant. That
Yes,
also
yes.
we launched that time.
That time only.
That also initially very difficult, very high price. So फिर भी we ensure that farmer gets benefit. नहीं तो बेचना नहीं है.
नहीं तो बेचना, right.
Farmer benefit के बाद बाकी सब आया.
Yes.
So that also became success. Even today, Fantech is contributing 40% of profits in the division.
Okay, very nice.
So I say the brands, developing brands in pesticides, it happened between 1994 to 2002.
Okay. And after 2002?
After 2002, they asked me to come as a head of fertilizers marketing in Coromandel.
Yes.
Coromandel was acquired by EAD Parry.
Okay.
So दोनों merge हो गए.
Okay.
So they asked me to be head of fertilizer marketing all India in 2002. तो fertilizer में क्या है, there is different, more of logistics
बिल्कुल
and less of
different
branding.
game है, बहुत ही different game है वो.
So very little of brand promotion, but I was very passionate for brand.
Okay.
So इसलिए मैं बोला तो first which is the least market share grade 2020.
Okay.
FSCT was the highest market share
Okay.
in Andhra, Telangana and South. So I took the challenge of developing 2020. Within 2 years, we became the number one, and the FSCT has become number 2.
Very nice.
And 65% market share we got within 2 years.
Sir, at that time जब आपने चेंज किया, क्योंकि पेस्टिसाइड में आपने इतना काम किया हुआ था, तो you never felt like कि अब मैं बिल्कुल ही different segment में जा रहा हूँ, even though it comes under the crop agriculture only, but pesticide or fertilizer are completely different ball game.
Precisely. Everyone thinks same farmer, same dealer,
Yes.
same agriculture. तो इसमें सीखने का क्या है, लेकिन बहुत कुछ है.
Yes.
तो मैंने एक बार फर्टिलाइजर में आने के बाद आई रियलाइज, तो मुझे बिल्कुल पता नहीं फर्टिलाइजर मार्केटिंग.
Right.
So 1 year I was learning like a student.
Very nice, sir.
So 1 साल के बाद थोड़ा ग्रिप आया.
एंड आई ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड जो पेस्टिसाइड में मार्जिन होते हैं वो फर्टिलाइजर में नहीं होते हैं.
हाँ, तो उस समय तो मार्जिन की बात नहीं है. एवरी डे फैक्ट्री हैज टू रन. इफ यू डोंट लिफ्ट द मटेरियल फ्रॉम फैक्ट्री फॉर 3 days, फैक्ट्री विल स्टॉप.
ओके.
इतना ज्यादा आती है, वहाँ स्पेस नहीं होते हैं.
अंडरस्टूड.
सो एवरी डे प्रोडक्शन 365 days माइनस समय मेंटेनेंस के लिए 10-15 दिन छोड़ के फुल इट रन्स, फुल लिफ्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Okay.
Factory say that is the challenge there.
That is a challenge.
And once it goes by train, rakes, what you call rakes. So from platform, if it goes to the godown, then you lose half of the profit.
Okay.
तो प्लेटफॉर्म से सीधा डीलर के पास बेचना
है. तो आपको पहले ही डीलर के पास उसका सेल्स
ऑर्डर्स लेके
रेडी होना
और रेलवे स्टेशन आके तो रेक आने के बाद डायरेक्ट देना. सो एंड देयर इज नो क्रेडिट, कैश में बेचना है.
अच्छा, at that time it was like
हाँ
totally cash.
फर्टिलाइजर तो हमेशा कैश में है.
Okay, okay.
So that is the kind of task in fertilizers. So anyway, it's a well-established system. तो ब्रांडिंग वहाँ भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया, ऑल द पेस्टिसाइड्स ब्रांडिंग एक्टिविटीज फर्टिलाइजर में भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया. Then we became number one in market share in at least 4 states.
Okay.
So where we are operating. So that was a good.
And after this fertilizer section, next what you did?
So I was running about 5 years in fertilizer. उसके बाद बोर हो गया. तो सेम काम बार बार करने से. So I told our team, let us do something different.
Okay.
So उन्होंने मैं बताया तो इतना एक्टिविटी जा रहा है तो दो जगह ढूंढ के एक छोटा ऑफिस फील्ड में,
Okay.
विलेज में 2 ऑफिस
This was in
ओपन कर
Coromandel
लीजिए.
only.
हाँ
This was
उसमें
in Coromandel only, right?
कोरोमंडल,
हाँ,
या
okay.
कोरोमंडल में. सो आई टोल्ड देम टू इज अ की कोऑर्डिनेटिंग सेंटर फॉर फील्ड एक्टिविटीज.
Okay.
उसके बाद वो बोला तो जो थोड़ा डिस्प्ले कर लीजिए प्रोडक्ट्स, तो डिस्प्ले कर लिए. उसके बाद बोला बेचना शुरू कर लीजिए.
Okay.
देन आई सेड डीलर्स के साथ कम्पीट कैसे हो सकता है, हमारा डीलर्स के साथ. सो उन्होंने बोला नहीं, डीलर जो बेच रहे हैं प्राइस उससे ज़्यादा 100% एडवांस कैश से बेच लीजिए, प्राइस ज़्यादा रख लीजिए. तो इट इज़ इनडायरेक्टली डी मार्केटिंग.
Okay.
तो फार्मर्स रिक्वेस्ट तो दिया है, वहाँ रखा है और प्राइस है रखा, डीलर्स ऑब्जेक्ट किया है. तो हमने बताया ये तो आपका प्राइस ये है, हमारा प्राइस ये है, तो डोंट वरी नथिंग विल हैपन. तो लेकिन क्या हुआ, तो देयर इज सो मच ऑफ क्राउड टू बाय मटेरियल फ्रॉम अस.
Okay.
हाई प्राइस, एडवांस कैश, व्हाई दे आर बाइंग. मैं ये बोला ये डीलर शॉप में आपको क्रेडिट दे रहा है, लो प्राइस में बेच रहे हैं, व्हाई यू डोंट गो देयर. तो इससे शुरू हुआ. 2 सेंटर्स बहुत सक्सेस हो गया.
Okay.
उसके बाद 20 सेंटर्स 2006 में, 2 सेंटर्स 2007 में,
और ये
एक के
2
बाद
सेंटर्स आपने आंध्र प्रदेश में ही स्टार्ट
आंध्र
किया?
प्रदेश में.
आंध्र प्रदेश में. बेसिकली दे आर द रिटेल सेंटर जो आप कह रहे हो.
हाँ, बाद में वो बड़ा से रिटेल बिजनेस हो गया.
अच्छा. मतलब दिस वाज द सीड टू द रिटेल बिजनेस एक्चुअली.
एग्जैक्टली.
तो आपने मतलब अगर हमारे ऑडियंस को बताए तो दिस वाज द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द रिटेल बिजनेस व्हिच इज ग्रोइंग वेरी वेल नाउ. जिसमें आपने 2 सेंटर से स्टार्ट किया व्हिच वाज लाइक अ ट्रायल.
करेक्ट.
ट्रायल इन द
टुडे इट इज गिविंग अ टर्नओवर of 2400 crores.
Okay.
That retail business. That's how the business started.
This is how.
So all the time जब भी आप नया ब्रांड स्टार्ट करना और नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना, you start from farmer only.
Okay.
Your time 90% should be the farmer.
Okay.
Work backwards.
Okay.
Farmer requirements will not change. You have to change to
The farmer.
suit the farmer's requirement.
Okay.
तो वैसे किया है. So what was the requirement in retail business? They have always suspicion in the mind that dealer is cheating them.
Yes.
तो उसको निकाला कि क्या है, कंप्यूटर प्रिंटेड दे दो, प्रिंटेड प्राइसेस दे दो, एडवांस कैश दे दो. कुछ लोग सोचते हैं क्रेडिट दे रहे हैं इसलिए दे रहे हैं, तो डुप्लीकेट दे रहे हैं.
Right.
तो ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ सस्पिशंस. मे बी इन सम कॉर्नर इट इज ट्रू, बट 99% इज नॉट ट्रू. तो फिर भी सो यू आर गिवन ए कंफर्ट फीलिंग.
Okay.
उस समय तो कंफर्ट में प्रोडक्ट तो सेम है,
प्रोडक्ट सेम है, कंपनी सेम
और
है.
दूसरा whenever you are using product we are there with you.
Yes.
तो उसका आपका रिजल्ट आना चाहिए, तब तक हम देंगे. सो एवरी डे आवर मैन विल बी देयर विथ यू.
Yes.
तो भरोसा
भरोसा
देने देना.
there is a faith there.
सो यू स्टार्ट विथ व्हाट फार्मर्स रिक्वायर, देन योर बिजनेस विल बी सक्सेसफुल.
वेरी नाइस सर. एंड एक और चीज़ है सर, जब आपने ये रिटेल सेंटर्स की शुरुआत की तो ऑलरेडी डीलर नेटवर्क तो ऑलरेडी उधर प्रेजेंट था, तो उस माइंडसेट को कैसे चेंज किया? लाइक
हाँ, वो तो मीटिंग्स कंडक्ट किया है हर एक जगह.
ओके.
क्योंकि 2006 2 सेंटर्स ओपन किया, 2007 में 20 सेंटर्स ओपन किया, और 2008 में एक ही साल में 400 सेंटर्स ओपन किया.
Which are today known as Managromor Center.
Managromor, अपना ग्रोमोर, मनोग्रोमोर या नम्मा ग्रोमोर ऐसे. सो ऑब्वियसली डीलर्स तो शेक हो जाएंगे क्योंकि पूरा फार्मर्स यही आ रहा है. तो वो रेसिस्टेंस किया और ये बहुत धरना किया, और हम जाके पहले मीटिंग्स कंडक्ट किया. प्राइस ज़्यादा होगा, हमारा कैश है, तो आप compete कर लीजिए, आप भी वैल्यू सर्विसेज दीजिए. हम जो सर्विस दे रहे हैं आपके सामने दे रहे हैं, आप भी दीजिए, तो आपका सेल्स बढ़ेगा.
राइट.
ओके. आपको सपोर्ट चाहिए तो हम देंगे आपको, आपका सेल्स के लिए. सो वैसे किया है, लेकिन फार्मर्स हमारा सपोर्ट दिया है.
राइट
हर एक जगह, हर एक समय, हर एक प्रॉब्लम में फार्मर सपोर्ट दिया। ये तो
Because
हमको
we were
मदद कर
given-
रहे हैं, आप लोग क्या है,
राइट
तो हर एक जगह वो सपोर्ट किया।
तो इससे हमें एक ये लेसन सीखने को मिलता है, इफ यू रियली गिव वैल्यू टू द फार्मर, तो फार्मर विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली
with you and support you and emotionally attached to you.
यस यस
Farmers are very emotional people. Okay, very very loving, kind people, and सच्चाई को बहुत वैल्यू देते हैं
यस यस यस
ना। विलेज में लोग बहुत सच्चाई होते हैं,
यस यस
नो कनिंग, नो टेलिंग लाइज, नो चीटिंग, तो वो सच्चाई को बहुत वैल्यू देते हैं।
सो बेसिकली अगर आप नया बिजनेस खोल रहे हो, अपना नया ब्रांड खोल रहे हो, यू हैव टू अटैच फर्स्ट ऑनेस्टी विद इट।
Yes.
ऑनेस्टी अटैच
Honesty is
होगी,
the most
क्रेडिबिलिटी
important.
अटैच होगी, वो एवरीथिंग विल फॉलो दैट।
करेक्ट करेक्ट।
तो अभी ये रिटेल बिजनेस आपने एक लेवल पे ले आए, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट
क्या उसके बाद देन फिर बोर हो गया। सो देन दे सेड स्पेशलिटी न्यूट्रिएंट्स।
Yes, yes.
तो साथ साथ हमने ग्रोम और सल्फर स्टार्ट किया है। सल्फर
एंड दिस वाज इन व्हिच ईयर?
2003।
2003।
तो ऑल दिस इनिशिएटिव्स मैंने बहुत यंग फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट से शुरू किया है।
ओके
ऑल मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग्स फ्रॉम MBA कॉलेजेस,
ओके
फ्रॉम इनिशियल IIM अहमदाबाद ग्रेजुएट्स, उसके बाद XIMB भुवनेश्वर, उसके बाद मैनेज। तो ये तीनों से लेंगे। एवरी ईयर अबाउट 5 to 10 मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग्स लेते थे। सो ऑल द इनिशिएटिव्स, ब्रांडिंग, न्यू बिजनेस, एवरीथिंग स्टार्टेड विद देम ओनली।
एट अ वेरी स्मॉल स्केल।
इट्स वेरी स्मॉल एंड दे वो भी सच्चाई है, यंग है ना।
यस यस यस
तो वो मैनिपुलेट नहीं करता।
हाँ, फिल्टर नहीं होता,
हाँ,
मैनिपुलेट
filter
नहीं
नहीं।
करते।
तो जो भी डाटा आता है वो सच्चाई से हमको बताता है।
राइट 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 राइट।
So then you only start.
ओके
So management trains है। So you start something.
ओके।
तो वैसे वैसे बढ़ जाता है। तो उसके
तो
बाद
जब आपने ये शुरुआत हुआ ग्रोम और सल्फर का, तो दैट स्टार्टेड विद वन प्रोडक्ट और दैट स्टार्टेड विद द थॉट कि हम स्पेशलिटी न्यूट्रिशन को अलग से करेंगे, द थॉट विच वाज अर्लियर जैसे पेस्टिसाइड को हम अलग कर देंगे फर्टिलाइजर से, तो कैसा था उस टाइम पे थॉट?
नहीं, अगेन आई विल कम बैक टू दिस। सो मैं फील्ड्स देखा है,
ओके
ऑलमोस्ट 35 to 40 years they are using same fertilizers,
बल्क
same crops,
बेसिकली। यस
यूरिया, DAP, MOP, यही है कॉम्प्लेक्स फर्टिलाइजर्स। ओके, शुरू में हमने NPK बैलेंस फर्टिलाइजर प्रमोट किया। फिर भी ये फार्मर्स बोल रहे थे ये फर्टिलाइजर में दम कम हो गया।
ओके
तो पहले जितना रिस्पांस होते थे, इतना यील्ड ज़्यादा होते थे, अब बहुत कम हो गया इसमें से। तो ये डुप्लीकेट है। तो हमको पता है केमिकली इट इज सेम फर्टिलाइजर्स। तो हमने स्टडी करना शुरू किया। देन आई रियलाइज दैट देयर आर सम सेकेंडरी माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स आर मिसिंग।
ओके
सो प्लांट रिक्वायर 16 न्यूट्रिएंट्स। सो थ्रू फर्टिलाइजर्स हमने 1 दे रहे, 2 दे रहे, 3 दे रहे, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं।
यस
ओके, रिमेनिंग 13 एलिमेंट्स कहाँ से आएगा उनको? तो वो डिप्लीट होते रहा, वो तो डेफिशिएंसी होते रहा। तो फर्स्ट थिंग वी थॉट वाज सल्फर। सल्फर बहुत ज़्यादा डेफिशिएंसी था। ऑलमोस्ट 60% ऑफ द सॉइल्स वर डेफिशिएंट।
ओके
तो इसीलिए हमने शुरू किया। सो सल्फर तो थोड़ा 2020 में मिलता है 13 to 15%, बट इज सल्फेट सल्फर। सो एक बार प्लांट अपटेक लेने के बाद वो रन ऑफ में चले जाता
Yes,
है।
yes,
सो इट वोंट स्टे फॉर लॉन्ग
इट्स डिड नॉट,
एनी सल्फेट।
एंड प्लस इट्स नॉट अब्सॉर्ब्ड आल्सो फुली।
इट इज नॉट फुली अब्जॉर्ब। सो इसीलिए हमने एलिमेंटल सल्फर से शुरू किया है। एलिमेंटल सल्फर इज बेंटोनेट सल्फर। तो दैट विल स्लो रिलीज फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम, इट विल बी देयर। तो विद दैट कॉन्सेप्ट आई केम टू नो व्हाइल ट्रैवलिंग द ट्रेन। तो
ओके
वैसे इंस्टेंटली हो जाता है। यू कीप टॉकिंग टू द पीपल, यू टेक इनिशिएटिव है ना। ट्रेन में किसी के साथ हमने इनिशिएट करके क्या कर रहा है, कहाँ से आ रहा है, लाइक दैट यू स्टार्ट।
ओके
उसके बाद क्या करेंगे, उसमें क्या है, उसमें क्या है, लाइक दैट यू कीप ऑन डिगिंग
ओके
इन्फॉर्मेशन। तो मोस्ट ऑफ द गुड आइडियाज आई गॉट, सक्सेसफुल आइडियाज आई गॉट, वैसे होता है इंस्टेंटली।
मैं मतलब कि दिस वाज आल्सो लर्निंग लाइक व्हाट वी फील की सक्सेसफुल आइडियाज बोर्ड रूम में,
नहीं, बिल्कुल
पीपीटी
नहीं।
में आते हैं, बट
ये तो
एक्चुअली इट
उल्टा है
कम्स इन द रियल
एक्चुअली।
लाइफ।
बोर्ड रूम में रेसिस्ट करते हैं। यानी नया आइडिया लेके जाएंगे बोर्ड रूम में, हाँ नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा। तो उसको फोर्स करके हमको आगे जाना होगा। तो उसको कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, हमारा आइडिया में हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए। देन वी कैन फोर्स द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स आल्सो।
यस यस
So it happened that sulfur is, so again we started with the what is needed for the crops.
Actually what is needed and what is missing.
Yes,
So
yes.
then we started with the element which is the most efficient
Most
apart
efficient.
from the NPK.
Correct.
जो सल्फर है उससे शुरुआत किया.
So then people said नहीं इसे नहीं चलेगा, it's very very expensive sulfur. तो पहले दूसरा कंपनी ट्राई करके वो नहीं हुआ, फेल हो गया, तो छोड़ के चले गए. तो 6 साल के पहले. तो आप भी फेल हो जाएंगे सब लोग, you know.
Okay.
There is a tendency, you know, all human beings, all newspapers, all TV channels हमेशा आपको नेगेटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हैं.
Right.
If you observe all of them,
Yes.
80 to 90% are negative.
Yes.
इसको आपको डिप्रेस करने के लिए, आपको एंग्री करने के लिए, ये आपको डराने के लिए, हमेशा यही होता है. All the negative information.
Because negative news sells faster than the positive
Faster,
news.
because by nature human beings are defensive in nature. So like any animal, bird you see, you keep on looking around because any threat
Yes.
from any attack. So by nature, the life on earth is defensive in nature. First defensive.
Yes.
Food के बाद second most important thing is defense.
Yes.
So इसीलिए anything negative is coming तो defense. So
Yes.
there is a active interaction, mind and incident. Okay. So consciously we have to convert that into positive interaction. Okay, positive mindedness, positive environment. This is very very important in human life. So business may be, or personal life may be, or social life may be, spiritual life may be, any life you take. So it is a positive environment.
Yes.
Even spiritual stories, Ramayana, Mahabharata, always wars,
Yes.
killing each other only. So much of negativity
Yes,
around.
yes.
Okay. So you look at love, affection, concern for the people. तो वो मैसेज इसमें होना चाहिए. तो विद दैट यू स्टार्ट. ओके. सो दे सेड आप फेल हो जाएंगे, तो देखते हैं फेल हमारे पास, मेरे पास किसान है,
Right.
मेरे पास यू नो वो इंफॉर्मेशन है, रिक्वायरमेंट क्रॉप के लिए क्या चाहिए. तो उससे शुरू किया. तो शुरू में डिफिकल्ट होता है,
Right.
बहुत महंगी है.
Yes.
फर्टिलाइजर वाज अवेलेबल एट that time 6 rupees per kg,
Okay.
and this we are selling at 35 rupees per kg.
So huge difference.
Big difference.
Almost
So,
6 times.
6 times.
Costlier.
So वो बोलते हैं इतना महंगा नहीं खरीदेंगे, लाइक दैट. वही बोलते हैं एक बार अप्लाई करके देखो. ओके. तो नो फ्री डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस.
अच्छा, this one not free.
नो,
demonstration.
I never ever support free demonstrations.
अच्छा.
So 50% भी दे दे, no
But
problem.
you have to pay.
You have to
cost
pay,
for it.
then only you'll involve, then only you'll observe. Okay.
Oh, that is another lesson learning,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
people try with the new product and they start giving free कि इसको try कर लो. But we
नहीं
should
होगा.
take at least a 50% cost so that they realize that this is their own product and there is a cost involved in it and we have to use it and find it कि वो कैसा होगा.
वहाँ पैसा की बात नहीं है.
हाँ.
Active involvement of the farmer is important.
Yes.
Any demonstration you do, active involvement is important. Active involvement कब होता है? उनका पैसा डालने के बाद होता है.
वही उसकी ownership आ जाती है
हाँ,
इसमें.
इसीलिए.
Yes,
So
yes.
you may give gifts other form, not here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So then they started realizing, and also you go to same place where after soil testing, if there is a deficiency only,
Okay.
then you do the demo and tell them to use.
Okay.
If there is no deficiency, you force him not to do it.
Understood.
अच्छा, कुछ फार्मर्स आते थे ग्रोमर सेंटर्स में, मन ग्रोमर सेंटर्स में. नहीं, उनको बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट मिला ग्रोमर सल्फर डालने से, तब मुझे भी दे दो.
Right.
तो पहले ये बोलते थे हम सॉइल टेस्टिंग करेंगे हम पहले.
Okay.
करने के बाद आपको डेफिशिएंसी नहीं है, जरूरत नहीं है. नहीं देना पड़ेगा. नहीं देंगे. वो धरना करते हैं यहाँ. देना ही पड़ेगा. So farmers are so innocent, you know. फिर भी ऐसे राइट डायरेक्शन वी हैव टू डू.
पर और सर, जब जैसे आप ग्रोमर सल्फर कर रहे थे तो ये मतलब जो फील्ड ट्रायल्स है ये किस स्केल में हो रहा था? स्टेट से स्टार्ट हुआ, कैसे स्टार्ट हुआ सर?
नहीं, सी दिस इज नॉर्मली यू नो 10,000 डेमोज दिस एंड दैट एंड ऑल दैट. सो 10,000 में छोड़ दीजिए पहले.
ओके.
सो एवरी यूनिट, एवरी फार्मर इज ए इंडिपेंडेंट यूनिट. ओके.
यस.
So wherever you are there, where you look at your farmers around it, okay, and see whom to do, where to do, how to do, you decide. You think of only that. Don't think of anything mega national scale is.
ओके.
Don't think of that. If you do that, and you lose the touch with the ground.
अंडरस्टूड.
हमेशा you be in touch with. तो ऐसे करते करते नेशनल हो जाएगा
Understood.
अपने आप.
अपने
Like एक brick in each wall you will put. At the time of putting brick, only this brick.
ओके
ये काम करे, क्या करेगा इसको वालों को, इसको पूरा बिल्डिंग के लिए क्या काम करेगा,
राइट
इतना स्ट्रेंथ काफी है नहीं है,
राइट
पोजीशन काफी है नहीं है,
नहीं है।
बस थिंक ऑफ ओनली दैट,
दैट ब्रिक ओनली
नथिंग मोर.
नथिंग मोर
तो ऐसे करते करते पूरा महल बन
महल
जाएगा.
बन जाएगा
So that is the lesson we learned. So ऐसे करने से all the success I got like that only. Be in touch with the ground all the time.
ओके एंड जब ये ग्रोम और सल्फर होने लगा, सल्फर यू लाइक सल्फर वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट
उसके बाद देखा है अदर न्यूट्रेंट्स, बोरान रियो टिंटो के साथ काम किया है, तो वो भी ने एक एक डिफिशियंसी होते रहा, बिकॉज your high yielding varieties are going, hybrids are going up.
हॉर्टिकल्चर
They're
भी बढ़ रहा था.
extracting more nutrients soil से, उसका replenishment नहीं हो रहा है.
यस यस
And at least organic manure if you do, some replenishment happens. वो भी नहीं हो रहा है. So every year, every few years, new nutrient is coming. सल्फर के बाद बोरान हो गया, बोरान के बाद मैग्नीशियम हो गया, उसके बाद आयरन हो गया. Like that, मैंगनीज अभी आ रहा है.
हाँ यस यस यस
मैंगनीज was the least expected.
यस यस यस
वैसे हो रहा है. तो that is the problem today in agriculture. So what are the deficiency you have in the soil? Same deficiency in the crop, same deficiency in the food you eat, same deficiency in your own body also.
यस
Human beings are getting gray hair. छोटे उम्र में स्कूल चिल्ड्रन ग्रे हेयर आ जाता है. अभी जाए स्कूल जाइए, 90 एटलीस्ट 70-80% विल हैव स्पेक्टिकल्स.
यस यस यस
प्राइमरी स्कूल में
हाँ हाँ डेफिनेटली
स्पेक्टिकल्स.
मतलब छोटे बच्चों को अगर आप देखिए तो मैक्सिमम अब स्पेक्स लगना शुरू हो गया. मतलब
हाँ.
5th क्लास तक भी आप देखो तो लोग
विदाउट स्पेक्ट्स यू वोंट फाइंड. एंड देखिए 18 इयर्स वाले का हार्ट अटैक आ गया. ओके, स्टेंट.
यस
18 इयर्स बॉय,
यस यस
35 years old man died.
यस
Heart attack. All this diabetes. India is a diabetic center of the world.
यस
BP now.
यस
All kinds of diseases coming. The origin for the whole thing is the imbalanced nutrition. You are not giving sufficient thing. And then your tensions, pressures will
Yes.
get added. On top of it, pollution will get added.
यस
And most important thing is the radiation from your cell phone and TVs.
या लॉट ऑफ दिस थिंग.
All things are attacking your body and mind. So you start with one, no? हमारा सर्किल में क्या है? बैलेंस न्यूट्रिशन.
यस
न्यूट्रिशन में रेसिड्यूज नहीं होना है, पेस्टिसाइड्स रेसिड्यू नहीं होना है.
राइट.
ऑर्गेनिक करवा दो, एटलीस्ट 50% ऑर्गेनिक कर दो.
बट वो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट भी है, मतलब प्रैक्टिकली अगर देखें तो.
प्रैक्टिकली करेक्ट है. आई मीन प्रैक्टिकली सक्सेसफुल कर सकते हैं. हम कर रहे हैं ना अभी, प्रैक्टिकली कर रहे हैं. ऑल आवर प्रोडक्ट्स इन फेर्टिस इंडिया आर ऑर्गेनिक सर्टिफाइड.
ओके
But they are giving such a high increase in yields and quality. Within 4 years, we have grown by 10 times
वेरी नाइस.
turnover and profits. So कैसे हो रहा है?
अगेन द सेम.
हाँ, of course it has to work ना.
Yes, yes.
Ultimately result देना है. Organic मतलब ये नहीं है.
यस
It
यस
has to give results only. You discover that. Research कर दो. Develop the products in such a way. Less residues, less chemical, less pollution. At the same time, better yield, better quality, better balanced nutrition.
ओके एंड नाउ अगेन आई विल गो बैक टू दैट बोरॉन थिंग. आपकी लाइव डिस्कस कर रहे थे, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप व्हाट हैपेंड सर?
So boron इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, जिंक इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, तो माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स ऐसे हो गए, मिक्सचर ऑफ माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स.
एंड ऑल दिस
और
लेड
उसके
टू
बाद-
स्पेशलिटी सेक्टर डिवीजन, राइट?
उसके बाद नाम दिया है.
हाँ,
ये
वही-
सब मिला के. Then you said, whatever fertilizer you are applying, only urea means only 30-35% is taken into the plant. Back is the pollution.
यस यस
Pollution of the soil, pollution of the water runoff into the rivers and wells and canals, and that is going into the human beings. The whole thing is getting polluted. About urea में nitrogen, 65 to 70% is getting
यस
into the pollution.
वेरी बैड.
Then denitrification, nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is 300 times stronger than carbon dioxide in global warming.
यस
And methane is 70%, 80%. Methane is coming. So all this coming because you are using more than what is required,
यस
fertilizer, and you are using the wrong form of the fertilizers.
यस यस यस
So then this concept of water soluble came. What if the 30 to 40% urea, 50 to 55% for DAP and MOP, water soluble fertilizers will be 90 to 95%,
95%.
85 to 95%
yes
utilization. So it's a
yes
precision nutrition. So that he introduced. Then through drip irrigation, through foliar,
और उसके बाद कोरोमंडल में स्पेशलिटी न्यूट्रिशन डिवीजन
वो सब मिला के इनको बोला स्पेशल न्यूट्रिएंट्स.
ओके
That's how the division started, the business started. Slowly.
Yes.
So
and then you had this with SQM also.
then SQM came to us. They said, okay, let us form 50-50 joint venture. So I was made chairman of Coromandel SQM India Private Limited. Then they said, we have good combination of each product containing about 10 to 12 nutrients,
Yes.
different nutrients. So that is a good concept. And that is suited to every stage of the crop. Same product will not be suited for all growth stages of the crop. So that concept I liked. So along with them, I visited a few countries like Thailand, Turkey, etc. So that's a good concept they are doing. तो उसके साथ हमने JV बनाया.
और आई लाइक टू टेक अ पॉज ऑल्सो. उसी जेवी जो बना था, आई वॉज वेरी फॉर्चुनेट वो जेवी बना, बिकॉज इन दैट जेवी आई केम वेयर मिस्टर गोपाल पी कृष्णा वॉज chairman of that JV, and I was working under him, and I was groomed under him for the 4 years, and it has really shaped my career a lot. And uska aaj bhi that learnings are really helping me today also. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. It's all God's grace.
Yes.
God runs the whole universe.
Yes. And after that, sir?
So specialty nutrients became successful. Then we tried to acquire seed companies. So, but seed is a different world altogether.
Yes.
So I was, meanwhile I retired from that company. So then Nagarjuna Fertilizers promoters wanted me to join. So यहाँ भी same story repeat हो रहा है. तो
Yeah.
So I told them ऐसे नहीं है, you have to be different. So then they said, okay, we have a specialty nutrient. एक कार्नर में है छोटा का नाम से एक कंपनी, बट लेकिन 4-5 आदमी है इसमें और काम भी ज़्यादा नहीं, तो आप डेवलप कर दीजिए.
Again, it's a
So
challenge.
again, restarting the new company altogether. So far, taking a whole office for this thing, recruiting people for different departments, forming a board. I'm also on the board, so getting good people in the board, and the whole thing started. Forming a company is a different experience altogether.
Yes.
तो उसके साथ साथ again field team
Sir,
across
उस
the
टाइम
country.
पे ये नहीं लगा कि like when you retired at such a big position with such a big team, everything, and then again you have to restart.
Restarted.
So
But that's a good fun.
Yeah.
Again, youngsters.
yes. So basically, your passion take it.
Yeah, my
forward.
passion continued actually till today. So that has become big success again. This company also became big success. The brand name has become, unknown brand has become one of
Yes.
the top brands in the country. And parallelly, there is a research team with the theme of organic. It should be more eco-friendly, and it is more friendly to the farmers, more friendly to the people who are eating the food, that food. So from that concept, there are 100 people in research. They're developing the products. So those products we have brought it to the, you said no, organic.
Yes.
All organic, but they perform so well. Within 4 years, the turnover has gone up so many times, and whole thing, net worth, everything. Now many multinationals are coming every day
Yes.
to collaborate with them.
Yes.
So, and biologicals is the new thing. Biologicals using the microbes. So you do some changes in the microbes, they perform beautifully well.
Yes.
Yes, we discovered on microbe which can replace 100% of urea.
Oh.
Now you understand how much pollution can be brought down if you don't apply urea at all.
So, if in a layman you have to explain this, how it happens? Sir?
नहीं, see, nature is the mother of everything. तो वो समझने चाहिए. नेचर पुराना साल में क्या है, बिफोर 100 years आप देखिए कोई फर्टिलाइजर नहीं था, कोई
Nothing was
पेस्टिसाइड
there.
नहीं था, फूड प्रोडक्शन ठीक से चल रहा था, सब लोग ठीक से हेल्दी भी थे,
Happy भी थे.
हैप्पी भी थे. तो So if you go back 100 years, what you see, can you repeat that now
Okay.
in current? वही है concept. Okay. तो उसमें से क्या you can go reverse direction, regular reduce कर लीजिए chemical uses.
fertilizers को.
तो उस समय how the plants are getting the nutrition without fertilizers. So nutrition comes through either organic, other is farm based. You put all carbon into that. Carbon as such is not important. Carbon is a food for microbes, bacteria, fungus, some virus. They're all useful to the plant. Plants cannot survive without these microbes. If you take this much of soil, there will be millions and billions of microbes. Usme.
Yes, yes.
They're all surviving in that
yes,
soil.
Yes, yes.
And they're all, majority of them are helping the crops. So they're converting the nutrients in a receivable form to the plants. Okay, you go there now. Understand how they're working. Can you help microbes to grow?
Yes,
Okay.
that's a very
so
lovely
that
concept.
is what biologicals is all about.
Yes.
So, and they have certain nuances in microbes. They'll survive in the same environment only. So how do you make them survive in different environments? That is the research you have to do.
Right, very nice. And based on that research, now you are getting the products which are performing and scaling
Performing,
up.
yes.
ठीक है सर, अभी ये आपकी लाइफ के बारे में डिस्कस किया, तो हम अब नेक्स्ट सेशन के मूव होने से पहले मैं 2 क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा.
जी.
फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट what are your 3 personality traits which help you to develop any brand, any business in different conditions altogether, sir?
That is a good question. 3 personality traits, okay. Number 1, I have been repeatedly saying, be truthful.
Okay.
So, truthful to yourself first.
Yes.
Okay, what I am doing, am I satisfied? I am truthful to myself.
Okay.
Then truthful to the people around you. Truthful to the situation, what you are doing. Are you doing as per the requirement exactly? And are you manipulating? Are you cheating? Are you misguiding anyone? So all these will give temporary this thing, but long run they'll all hurt you back. Okay. Be truthful is the first trait which has helped me a lot. Initially, people used to say, "You are so straightforward and truthful. How you will survive in sales business, sales job?" I said, "I am surviving only because I am truthful."
yes.
I also successful because I am truthful.
Yes.
For customers like truthful people.
Yes.
You are missing that point, everyone. Okay, that is number 1. Number 2 is a hunger for information. You are so hungry, your hunger will never be satisfied.
Okay.
Talking to you, I am learning something. Talking to him, looking at him. So I feel so happy because I am learning something.
Very nice.
So continuously learn from the small baby to the oldest man.
Okay.
Only wise people are not only old people.
yes.
All levels you have this. Hunger for information, hunger for knowledge, hunger for acquisition of knowledge. That is the second most important. Third thing is, at every moment of your life, how you are using your knowledge for the benefit of the people or situation.
Okay.
So one is knowledge. There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom.
Yes.
You may be knowledgeable, but you're not wise.
Yeah.
The difference is, if the knowledge is applied and implemented successfully, is the wisdom. That is the wisdom. So convert your knowledge into wisdom.
Very nice, sir.
And the bedrock of all these 3 traits is the spirituality.
Okay.
So from the childhood, I have been highly spiritual. Spiritual is not religious.
Okay.
Spiritual is different from religious.
Okay.
It is not particular God,
Okay.
particular religion. No, that is not the real meaning of spiritualism. Spiritualism is that you understand that there is a physical body, there is a pranic body.
Okay.
Pranic body is nothing but energy.
Okay.
Body is different from the energy behind it. If you go into the space, you don't even know where it ends.
Yes.
Similarly, if you go into your own body, into the atomic structure, you don't know where it ends. Such a big, the whole universe is there in your own body.
Yes.
Okay, try to understand where the energy is moving, how the energy bodies are moving. Your own energy body, others are energy body. So, understanding and making it a smooth running of the energy transition. Energy is never stable, no? It keeps on moving. It's transforming, keeps on transforming. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
सर ये जो आपने स्पिरिचुअलिटी बताई, अगर कोई यंग मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनी है या यंग स्टूडेंट है जो अपने करियर की शुरुआत कर रहा है, तो उसके लिए क्या स्टेप्स है सर?
Yeah, so you have to do the exercise the way you do exercise in the gym. For the muscles.
Yes, yes.
You also have to do exercise for your mind
Okay.
to develop its own strength.
Okay.
Mind has to develop the strength,
Okay.
which is much more powerful than your muscle strength.
Okay.
So, the biggest benefit you will get for every moment, every minute of your exercise to the mind is between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Okay.
Response, you know, normally in the business, what do you say? 1 rupee you spend, how many rupees you are getting back?
Yes, yes.
Similarly, here 1 minute you will spend, how much strength you are getting?
Okay.
The biggest strength is between Amrit Vela. That's called Amrit Vela. That is between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Okay. Somehow you manage to get up
Okay.
during this period. Minimum 15 minutes. Preferably 45 minutes to 1 hour. Every day. You sit quietly at a place which is comfortable. No rules. No mantra japam, nothing. No God, nothing. Okay, you are your own God. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Keep looking at your own conscious, not looking. Be conscious of yourself, the whole body, the mind, how the mind is moving from one thought to another thought. Keep observing from a behind. State of observation, basically.
Okay.
You are not stopping anything.
Okay.
So mind goes from here to here to here, again comes back here to here to here. Thoughts keep on moving. So that swing keeps on. If you become conscious of that and keep observing how the mind thoughts are moving, automatically, slowly, the movement will reduce and come like a pendulum, you know. You leave it, initially it swings, then slowly, comes to standstill. That is the state of spirituality. Okay, that's the state of mind. In that state, your mind becomes so creative, so productive. You'll get ideas which out of the way creative ideas you'll get.
Okay.
About your life, your work life, family life. So, while doing that, as I told you earlier, it is a positivity that you bring in.
Okay.
Never ever allow any negativity coming into this.
Understood.
Even the worst enemy also, what we call is a sending vibrations. Okay. If you get a thought, normally you get a thought of the worst enemy only.
Okay.
That वो तो ऐसे कहा,
उसने ऐसे बोल
he
दिया.
attacked me, I'll attack him back. He insulted me in front of others, I'll insult him back. How to insult him back? ये चलता है generally. So only thing you have to do is, which may be difficult but it is doable, is that all negatives you convert that into positive.
Okay.
Okay, he insulted me in front of others. Why insulted? Because I have something wrong, some deficit in me. तो वो deficit कैसे कट करना है?
Right.
क्या हो सकता है वो deficit? Okay. So and so deficit because of which he, maybe I have not behaved properly with him. That's why that is a deficit in me. So let me correct my own deficit and become positive to him. And send positive vibration to him. Thank you very much, boss. You really helped me to understand my own deficit.
Understood.
Don't get angry with him because he's insulted you in front of others. Okay? That is what I mean. You know, negativity will convert into positive. Every situation has got both sides.
Yes.
Every situation.
So this you have been following it, sir, since so
Quite
many years.
long years. And even now, today.
Okay.
That has helped me a lot. Many ways. In both work life as well as personal life.
That is really nice.
And my own
journey and your own self also.
Self.
And this is not particularly to the business aspect, but to your whole life aspect.
Yes.
Family life, spiritual life, everything.
In the business also it helped me.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Not only related to business, but everywhere.
Everywhere, yes.
That is really nice. And second question, sir, you have been growing, you are always the stakeholders have been there when you have been growing businesses. Stakeholders के साथ उनको कैसे convince करना नई चीज़ों के लिए और उनको कैसे अपने साथ लेके कंपनी को आगे चलना. It is not an easy concept.
Easy, yeah.
And you have faced in a multiple time and multiple situation which you have carried on very well.
Yes.
So explain our audience for that also, how to do that, or कभी आजकल स्टार्टअप्स का टाइम चल रहा है, पीपल आर इन्वेस्टिंग, तो इन्वेस्टर्स के साथ हाउ टू डील एंड हाउ टू टेक देम फॉरवर्ड फॉर द कंपनीज ग्रोथ, फॉर योर ग्रोथ एंड फॉर देयर ग्रोथ.
Okay, good. I think this startup issue you brought in,
Yes, yes.
what I was told is 95 to 97% of the startups are failures in India.
Yes.
Okay. There are thousands of startups which have come up. So I keep giving, because I'm the convener for agriculture and food processing sector of Confederation of Indian Industry, CAA.
Okay.
So I get a opportunity to talk to many businesses, including startups. So everywhere I'm saying, when they ask the same question, how to make startup successful, then I ask them one thing: why? Can you answer me why you started the startup first?
Yes.
Give me a solid reason why you are into that business. Okay. So no, ये कर सकते हैं, वो कर सकते हैं, वो कर सकते हैं तो ठीक है. Okay, you got technology, your digital technology, all that. That is your own knowledge, your own technology. उससे क्या होगा? Who is getting benefited? What benefit you get? Is it unique? Is it required by the thing? What is called intrinsic need and exhibited need. Okay,
What is the
exhibited need
difference
everyone
between-
knows. Intrinsic they may not know.
Intrinsic and exhibited, please explain our audience also, because अपना audience बहुत wide range में है. Somebody from a small village also or from Hindi background also would be watching the
तो
show. उनको भी समझे.
इंट्रिंसिक एग्जिबिटेड का मतलब क्या है? आपको भूख लग रहा है तो खाना है, वो तो एग्जिबिटेड है.
Okay.
तो हम गर्मी है तो थोड़ा टेम्परेचर कम करना, एसी ऑन करना, दैट इज ऑल एग्जिबिटेड. अनफेल्ट नीड, विच इज इंट्रिंसिक एंड अनफेल्ट नीड. ओके, इज दैट हमको पता नहीं, किसी ने आके लाइक सेलफोन आने के पहले नो वन नोज व्हाट सेलफोन कैन डू.
Yes.
ओके, क्या कर सकता है सेलफोन से. तो ये यंगस्टर्स दे डेवलप्ड दिस थिंग सेलफोन एंड दे इंट्रोड्यूस्ड कैमरा, इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इनटू दिस, योर scheduler introduced
Camera introduced into this. Everything.
everything is
Calendar,
going into
alarm,
the whole
clock,
computer
everything.
has come into this.
Yes.
Whole life has come into this.
Yes, yes, yes.
वो पहले नहीं था ना.
Yes, पहले नहीं
हमको भी पता नहीं वो. So slowly you keep introducing. Okay, but at the time of introducing cell phone, you thought ये काम करता है, इससे सबको फायदा
होगा.
Which is you tested and proved to be correct.
Yes.
That is intrinsic need. So अब जब भी बिजनेस शुरू करते हैं या बिजनेस रनिंग करते हैं, हर एक समय ये पूछना चाहिए, तो इससे क्या, किसको फायदा, कैसा फायदा,
Right.
और कब तक चल सकता है. So if the value of the offering what you are giving is higher, the chances of success will be higher.
Okay.
They themselves will run after you for the supplies.
Yes, yes, yes.
So discovering that, discovering actually, it is not invention alone. Discover matlab, which is already there, you are taking it out. That is called discovery.
Discovery.
Invention is which is not there, you are
You are
creating.
invented.
Okay. So discovering the existing requirements and needs, then invention, bring something to give the solution. So that is what I said. So when your question, how do you convince your stakeholders? So same thing. For example, grow more sulfur.
Yes.
Everyone said you are a failure. Our board of directors also said failure. Went to Department of Agriculture, that the Commissioner of Agriculture also, IAS officer, said it is a failure. Already failed. Okay. Don't bring it and don't cheat the farmer. Don't mislead the farmers. Then I said, I have a conviction. First of all, conviction होना चाहिए आपको. I have a conviction. This is required. Required for the crop. For the increase in yield, increase in quality, increase in nutrition levels. And the people who are eating also, it is required. A conviction मेरे पास है.
Right.
इसको कैसे adopt करवाना, that is my job.
Okay.
Okay. So give me 6 months. Don't ask me questions for 6 months. 6 महीने के बाद आपके सामने आऊँगा.
ठीक है.
ओके. 6 महीने में बहुत मेहनत करके उनको दिखाऊंगा इससे क्या फायदा है, किसको फायदा है, कैसे फायदा है, कितने लोगों को फायदा है.
Understood.
Every time that is given me success.
Okay. एंड सेकेंड थिंग सर, एक और चीज़ है, जैसे हम इन्वेस्टर्स, ये तो एक नया आइडिया हो गया रनिंग बिजनेसेस में. कई बारी आपको जो चीज़ लगती है कि दिस इज गोइंग टू बी गुड फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इन्वेस्टर्स को, मतलब स्टेक होल्डर्स को नहीं लगता, तो वो आप कैसे बैलेंस करते हो सर?
See, investors look for returns, quick returns.
Yes, yes.
I said there is nothing like quick returns. Returns can be quick or slow also. So depending on your idea and your initiatives, what you take. Initiatives, okay? So every time what they say, you bring in all the information globally.
Okay.
I told you, one point.
Yes.
Hunger for knowledge.
Hunger for knowledge. Yes, yes.
You read as much as. While seeing a movie also,
Yeah.
you look at it and what I can learn from this. Automatically your mind, hero ऐसा किया है तो अच्छा आइडिया है.
Yes,
Let us
yes.
see whether we can try.
Run on it.
Sometimes villain भी अच्छा करता
हाँ,
है.
villain भी अच्छा करता है.
So you try that. It's a learning mode all the time. Okay. So with that knowledge, you can create a convincing argument. इससे फायदा होगा. You will get returns on your investment. Okay. The first resistance comes from the board of directors. Then the investors will come into the picture. I faced investors meeting many times. Okay, one-to-one as a group also. Sometimes 10 people come from London, all British people, and they interview me for 3 hours alone. Office में नहीं है, बाहर बैठेंगे. Different angles. We learned also in the process.
And it's very hard to convince because they are all coming from the London. They don't know the real dynamics of the Indian culture here, the Indian agriculture here.
Exactly.
उनको समझाना, उनको convince करना.
Say for example, the Gromer sulfur success हुआ India में. उसके बाद Mr. Robert, he came all the way from Washington. He is the president of Global the Sulfur Institute. Okay. It's a body which is controlling the sulfur movement in the world. Okay. All companies, all the countries. He's the president of that. He called me from there. आपके साथ एक dinner हो सकता है. ये हो सकता है क्या? You're such a big man. I said, ताई दिल्ली आई है वहाँ बैठेंगे. तो वो आने के बाद वो बोल रहे थे ने 15 साल से मैं millions of dollars खर्चा किया इंडिया में सबको कन्विंस करने के लिए. हर एक यूनिवर्सिटी को ट्रायल्स के लिए दिया है. हमारा प्रोडक्ट इतना खर्चा किया है. हर एक रिपोर्ट दिखाता है 70% 80% इंक्रीज इन यील्ड, लेकिन कोई खरीदता नहीं. नो फार्मर इज यूजिंग इट. व्हाट डिड यू डू टू मेक द फार्मर्स यूज? ये पूछना था. आई सेड वो सब जो कच्चा किया वो तो इफ यू आस्क मी आई वुड हैव सेड यू आर वेस्टिंग योर मनी एंड टाइम. 15 साल. ओके. So next day there was a meeting also of the scientists of about 12 universities across the country.
Okay.
They are presenting how sulfur is so good. I said, this is fine. It's fine. That is not wrong. लेकिन उसको how you convert that into farmers' requirements. Okay.
That is basically knowledge into wisdom.
Exactly. You stopped at knowledge. You are not converted that into wisdom.
Yes.
So like that at every stage you have to convince them with the proof and the practicality, with a demonstration to some extent. So prove them, and then with conviction, with words, many people will not get convinced.
Okay.
With proof, they'll get convinced.
Yes,
so proof होना चाहिए.
Right. And thank you, sir. And here we will be ending this session, and now we will be going on to the next session, that is starting and developing new business in agri sector. So now we'll talk about our main session, starting and developing new business in Indian agriculture sector. सबसे पहले हमारे ऑडियंस को बताइए, जो कोई बिजनेस किसी ने शुरू करना है इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर में, तो इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर का क्या फ़ायदा है उस डोमेन में बिजनेस शुरू करने के लिए?
Okay.
What are the advantage? If some investor or some new entrepreneur has to start business in agri sector, how agri sector is advantageous
compared to other sectors? Okay. See, agriculture advantage is that it is very stable. The ups and downs will not be there. एक बार सक्सेस होने के बाद you will continue to be there for decades. You can be there for decades.
And
yes. Main thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Second thing is there is so much to do in agriculture compared to many other sectors. So much space is available.
And it's for lifetime. मतलब कभी कोविड आया कुछ आया, it will keep on running.
Actually, it will improve. कोविड टाइम तो बहुत improvement हुआ है. Every company benefited during COVID time.
yes, yes, yes. एंड सर इन एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में हम बहुत सारे सेक्टर्स हैं, बट ये पूरे सेशन में हम बल्क फर्टिलाइजर, स्पेशलिटी फर्टिलाइजर, रिटेल और क्रॉप प्रोटेक्शन को टारगेट करते हुए हम इस सेशन को आगे बढ़ाएंगे. तो इन चारों सेक्टर्स के अगर किसी ने बिजनेस चारों में से 4 सेक्टर है तो किसी ने करना है, तो इन ब्रॉडर वे हाउ दीज 4 सेक्टर्स आर डिफरेंट विद ईच अदर: bulk, specialty, crop protection and retail.
How they are
Different with challenge wise or chijo wise in a broader way, sir, because you have
bulk
experience.
fertilizers is all very well established, and actually it is a more stagnant. Though in India it is showing a growth of about about 3 to 4%, but virtually it is more like stagnant and matured, saturated in a way. So that's why all fertilizer companies are going into specialty fertilizers today. Okay, every company is going into specialty fertilizers in nascent stage. So you grow pretty fast.
Yes,
Okay, and there is scope to discover a lot.
yes,
So similarly for in pesticides, the chemical pesticides is more, though it is showing a growth rate, but it is more matured and saturated. And more and more restrictions are coming from the people who are conscious of the environment. More and more molecules are getting banned, okay, even off patented. So the internationally the discovery is on the environment friendly molecules. So in India we don't have that much of strength to discover molecules, so we only adopt. So that is the nearest and growing sector is the biological pesticides, biopesticides, which we call either plant extracts or microbial pesticides. So they are at nascent stage. They are growing pretty fast, internationally as well as nationally.
okay,
So all pesticide companies are looking for biological pesticides. Even they are coming to India to acquire companies.
okay,
So that is an opportunity. Retail, again, the similar sort. So retail, if initially when we started first time in India, it was very tough. Now they have seen the success in Coromandel, and then now many companies are coming. All fertilizer companies are coming. So retail business requires deep pockets, because first there are 3 sectors in the country which require 6 to 8 years as a break-even period.
okay,
Okay, so you have to be there. So one is airlines, and second is 5-star hotels, third is retail. Okay, in India, I'm not saying agri retail,
okay,
retail as a whole, but it may be similar. Okay, costs are high when you follow all legal systems. We have to follow.
yes,
Costs are high. The revenue may not be that level initially until it comes to some break-even population. So why all these sectors are valued so high, though they're incurring losses?
yes,
Like you say, Zomato or Swiggy, this kind of new generation businesses are also like that.
yes,
Because they need a minimum population beyond which, after that, it zoom.
it will zoom.
So the retail is also like that. Agri retail is also like that. But it may not be as bad as the urban retail. So if you do that, the scope is wide, very wide. The whole agriculture can be brought onto the retail.
Yes,
All the businesses of agriculture, both input side as well as output side and processing side, all 3 areas can be brought onto retail.
yes, everything will be in their retail, and people would be after you for
Yes.
putting the stuffs in your retail shop.
Correct.
And after this, sir, when we start, we have analyzed which sector में we have to go. Then it comes to idea. एक तो कई सारे आइडियाज कई सारे लोगों के हम डेली आते हैं, कभी बात करते आते हैं, ज़्यादातर आइडियाज मतलब जब हम डिस्कस करते आते हैं, तो आइडियाज को कैसे स्क्रीनिंग करनी है सर फॉर द न्यू बिजनेस?
Idea, see, basically, depending on the person who is doing the screening, what is investment levels, what is capabilities to put in money, capability to stay with the investment. Okay, normally what happens, any startup, they start with some money, and that money will be lasting for about 3 years. Okay, 3 to 5 years tight schedule chata hai. So they expect someone will come and give the investment. Okay.
Yes.
So number 1 investment, number 2 investment, ऐसे चलता है.
And then their mind deviates rather than fund the business. they deviates how to get that investment.
Get investment for survival itself.
Yes.
Okay. Then before 5 years, if he doesn't get, then it get closed. Okay. So depending on your ability to stay in the investment level, you have to choose the sector. Okay. So the area you choose, is it a high investment or low investment? Number one. Is it a long standing or a long gestation period or short gestation period, depending on the technology? Is it a latest technology or old technology, or repeat of the old technology? Is it a Me Too technology or innovative? So depending on all these different factors, the idea itself is new or some discovery. Depending on all these factors, you choose. But you have to be very, very careful before entering. Okay, be fully convinced about all these questions to be answered. Okay. Then finally go into this.
And after this, when we have seen the idea, we are stalling. So product or services ke liye, how to do screening then? Like now idea say.
Products also similar thing. The products, what purpose it is serving, is it, even though it is not a new product or new idea, it is a product which has not met the full demand. The demand is very high. As I mentioned, demand as felt by the felt needs and unfelt needs are intrinsic. Is it having a headroom wider? If you got a headroom wider, then your chances of success will be higher. So, and how well you implement it.
And now you have product, you have facility. Product ko market feasibility ke mein kaise check kare sir, steps? Like if you had...
My personal suggestion is don't think of all India, big market and all that. My personal suggestion is similar to what Microsoft and Apple have done. They started in a car garage like that.
Garage, yes.
Or even Walmart, if you see. Walmart started in a village, small village.
Yes, yes.
And a concentric circle.
Okay.
They've grown. The Sears was the dominant retailer in the US that time. Sears thought, ye to chota fellow hai, ye kuch nahi karega. So then Sears was in all big cities. So people asked then, wo kya karega? Then they started in concentric circles, wider, they're growing. At once he got panicky. Then he had to relook at his strategy and then do it. So similarly, any new business you start with a very small area, small market, closed market, and get the feel. You'll also refine how you go around.
Okay.
And then widen it slowly as you go along. Don't think of big thing in the beginning.
Okay. And now this is about product feasibility. Pricing is also very important.
Yes.
So product ka pricing, how do you, what are the steps you feel like we should take for pricing our product?
See, price is a percentage of the value created to the customer. Okay. So how much value you are creating is the question. It should not be too low, it should not be too high. Okay. If it is too low, it may not be economical to you. It is too high, it is not economical for customer. So you strike a balance. So understanding the value creation to the customer is one big part. Actually, really. So you test it out whether it is value creation is good enough or not.
So it is a big lesson for us rather than testing other competition prices and other prices.
No.
You should
that's not a good start.
That's not a good start. You should actually feel what value you are creating to that customer and based on that what percentage pricing you can keep so that it will be feasible also.
Correct.
And after this pricing, we do competition analysis. So what are the steps for competition analysis?
See, competition in any industry, any sector, any product, any application, will have lowest to highest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you see, normally the highest priced man is the highest market share.
Yes.
Okay. In any industry, you see. How it happens? Because highest price, even if it is same molecule, same this thing, the value it creates through services or some advice or whatever. The product is not just a physical product. It is a physical product as well as abstract product. That means the intangibles which you give around the product.
Sir, please explain our audience between physical product and abstract product.
For example, you are giving, let us say, one specialty nutrient, one fertilizer product, let us say. Everyone thinks what is the value of this product as such. This is your cost, and cost you will charge this, whether farmer gets this thing. You will say, farmer, you apply this, your yield will increase by 20%, 30%. All that doesn't happen. practically, because the farmer's yield depends on so many other factors.
So many other products.
Not this product alone. Okay, that is the physical product part. So what is the intangibles around it that makes more valuable? So along the product, I'll advise him about the agriculture practices is one. I'll make it available at doorstep in a travel. Okay, I'll make it followed up, how it performing. Okay, like that, all these are intangibles, service which are not visible. They give more value to the product. Actually, you ask the retail, how retail is successful, though it is the highest price and cash sales.
Cash.
Only because of the services around it.
Understood. The same fertilizer bag, you can get it from the dealers also.
Yes.
And same from the retail. But the services you get, that makes it more valuable.
One day, one farmer asked me, your own product, you are selling at a higher price, your next door man is selling at lower price. Why should I buy from you? That is the conversation in the village. Then I asked him, you have been buying from the dealer for many years. Has he come to your village anytime in all these years? Has he come to your field and has he advised you anything on the agriculture practices anytime? He said no. So we are coming today, and that there is a cost attached to that. That has to come. Yes, someone has to pay, no?
Yes.
Are you willing to pay higher price because we are giving all the services? Yes, I want services more. Paisa to zyada nahi hai.
Yes.
Then it becomes cheaper.
Yes, cheaper.
Your product is cheaper then.
Yes. So that is there. And one more thing, sir. In agriculture sector, you have made the product at the production level, and you are marketing that product. What is the extent of the trials we need to do at the field before launching in the market, sir?
See, it is not the number of trials that matters.
Okay.
It is the quality of trials that matters. So, suppose you do 10 trials.
Okay.
How many of them are real success? Not window dressing.
Okay.
Okay. So, I would say even 50% are real success, you are on right path.
Okay.
Then you can launch.
Okay.
So, the area in which you launch depends on your ability in the resources.
Yes.
So, if the resources are limited, I would say only one market you do.
Okay.
And make a big success in that market.
Okay.
That itself automatically gives you other markets, neighboring markets.
Understood.
They will come to you.
Instead of targeting 4-5 market at a stretch, just make
4-5 markets you can do if they are different.
Yes.
Geographically, soil-wise, water-wise. They're different. You are testing different variants, basically. Same variant, 4-5, no use. Initial testing.
Understood. And one more thing, after all these things, when you do this, then there comes a product registration. And product registration has always been tedious in India.
Yes.
So what are your views about the product registration in the Indian system? And as per you being there, how it should be changed? What government needs to reform so that somebody watching from the bureaucrat or somebody watching this podcast in the agriculture department also, he should also feel what is practical problem in the market. So you tell us about that also, sir.
See, government also, agriculture department in the state or central government, they go by the rules and regulations. Okay. So what is already there.
Yes.
Okay. No one wants to touch the existing rules to change.
Yes.
Okay. Very few people take the initiative. That is a big problem in government, any government. I simply follow the existing rule. And second thing, recently it has come. There should not be any case against me. Okay. RTA is the biggest weapon.
Yeah.
So they said, how do I protect myself from the RTA? Okay. The fear psychosis is there.
Yes.
Okay. And then third thing, if I give something which is helpful to the farmers, how do I get a benefit?
Okay.
No benefit to me.
Okay.
So this kind of thoughts going on in the minds of the government officials today, which is rightly so, because you have to remove those things, fears first. The government has to see the science proved that so-and-so product is beneficial to either to the farmer or to the environment or to the Indian agriculture or to the future to tackle the future problem or existing burning problem. They should cut all this bureaucracy. Who can cut all this bureaucracy? Only the people who at secretary level, joint secretary level, they only can do it. At a section officer level, they cannot do. Or even state governments cannot do because the subject is central for the approvals.
Yes.
Okay. So they're open-minded, but you have to have number of sessions with government officers at a high level and convince them this is helpful to the farmers. They change because I've seen 30, 40 years back so difficult. Simple Gromor sulfur in 2003 registration. It is simple sulfur. Government itself is made it as a fourth major nutrient, and it's simple elemental sulfur mixing with bentonite, which is soil,
Yes, sir.
and give it to them. It took 3 years for us to get a registration. Today, complex products like biostimulants, etc., they're giving in 3 months and 6 months.
Yes.
Government
That
has changed.
It has changed. It has
So
changed.
much change has come in the last 10 years.
And that is good also. So like
That is good for the society.
Yeah.
Still more changes are required. State government will be always trying to find your own faults and filing cases. They will not change. Change has to come only in the central government
Yes.
and ease everything. So whenever there is a problem, you go to central government, they will give circular to state government. That is the only thing.
And one more thing is that what are your views about you need to register in every state in India for the same product for the same company?
We have to register for the marketing.
Yeah, marketing. That is what
only
I'm saying.
marketing.
So like now people are feeling, say for example, a person who is doing in 3 states and the product is developing. So again, he has to put efforts and get it done. That practically, how hard it is to get it registered in different states in India for marketing licenses. So that's also a big problem what industry people are seeing.
Actually, registration in the state is not so big problem because they simply require 2-3 certificates, either manufacturing license in your native state and what you call Form J, Form L and all that,
Yes.
which is a quality test basically. If these 2 are there, every state will accept. It is not very tough.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, if you have a central government approvals, state government is not so tough. And for water soluble fertilizers, they made it so easy. You don't even have to go.
They made a general
In
notification.
fact, we made a representation for micronutrient mixers also like that.
Okay.
But they're not done because already existing mixers are there in the state government, so they don't want to intervene.
Okay.
So micronutrient mixers are state subject.
Yes. We have
But basic elements which you mix in the micronutrient mixers are the central subject, which is already approved products only. So the system is good. There is no doubt about it. But some of the blocks can be easily removed, and make even government officials also require education. You keep training, reorient them. And more important thing is the labs which are maintained by the state government for the quality test have to be modernized.
Yeah.
Every lab requires standard. Standard has to be changed with a fixed time schedule.
Yes.
Although if they follow the discipline, government has to push across to follow the discipline, things will go smoothly. Otherwise, there is no problem.
Okay. And after like the product registration ho gaya, pricing ho gaya, everything, now comes the product launching. Every company in agriculture sector do different kind of product launching, which is through dealer level, showing the big parties and launching. So you have also launched so many products, so many
Yes.
brands in your life. What are your practical advice now for the product launching and how it should be budgeted and how it should be, sir?
Again, say product launching depends on the budget you have for the brand promotion. See, brand promotion has to follow the
Okay.
launch. Very intensive brand promotion. It may not pay you in 1 or 2 years' time.
Okay.
Suppose the revenue is, let us say, 1 crore and your branding expenses may be 50 lakhs.
Okay.
It will not pay you.
They will not pay.
Okay, but brand promotion is for the long-term investment. So depending on your resources available, you decide the geographical markets, area, number of markets you want to launch. So launching normally you go with a big bang because you want to communicate to the large number of people.
Yes.
Dealers is the only thing, maybe some progressive farmers. Okay, so in one go, everyone gets the message that this is how the new product will function. These are the benefits to the farmers, benefits to dealers, and so on. So that basically it's a communication meeting.
Yes, communication meeting.
Launching is nothing but communication meeting.
And you feel like during the launching, the booking also has to be taken place invariably?
Booking is to make them initial testing.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't, I mean, it's a good platform to do the booking, launch booking basically
launch
with
booking.
some incentives.
Incentive.
It is to ensure, suppose you are calling 100 dealers, to go to 100 dealers at a time to test. Okay, so they will personally feel some of the dealers are they take more initiative to test in his own field.
Yes.
Okay, he should get satisfied before he recommends.
Yes.
I like that kind of dealers because he is more truthful.
Yeah, more truthful to his customers and
So
farmers.
to do that, you have to give them material. That is the booking for launching time.
And one more thing, sir, like mid entrepreneurs are there and they feel very difficult with their limited resources क्योंकि there has been like mortgages और loan लिया होता है, CC limit होती है. So how to make your product a brand, sir? उसके लिए 3-4 steps what you will suggest, sir? How to do that, sir?
See, I've seen many businesses started.
Yes.
My first question is, have you prepared your project report?
Okay.
Most of the cases it is.
It is not there.
No. Even if they prepared, it's not professionally done. So what is project report? In the business, project report is basically you'll think of all the possible pluses and minuses that can go.
Okay.
So the general rule in management is that when you plan for the worst situation.
Okay.
When you execute for the best situation.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So it should not ulta nahi hona. Generally ulta hota hai. When you make a project report, you think everything will be in favor of you.
And everything
All
will
best
fight.
situation you prepare.
Yeah.
When you execute, every failure will depress you and you look for the negatives. So that's why we have business fail. So plan for all the worst situation. If the drought is there, what happens? If the product is not performing fully, what happens? If the price competition is very high, what happens? If the dealers are not cooperating, what happens? You prepare for that first.
Okay.
What is the contingency plan? How long it can run? What you should do if blocks are there? Prepare for that. Then if you are ready with that, then success rate will be very high.
Okay.
When you implement, you go for the best. Assume that everything is the best.
Okay.
Go
Understood.
with the positivity.
And this you have told about the project report. But फिर एक मेरे मन में क्वेश्चन आता है कि सर जैसे हम जैसे ग्रो मोर ब्रांड है या डिफरेंट ब्रांड्स है जो चलते हैं, उस ब्रांड को कम्युनिकेशन करने के लिए, ब्रांड को ब्रांड बनाने के लिए क्या सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, सर?
Hey, see, every brand is a communication medium.
Okay.
Brand name itself is a communication
Communication medium.
Okay. So, what are you communicating through the brand? The name.
Yes.
Name itself. Okay. And is it easy for the farmers or dealers to pronounce it? Or is it easy to remember it?
हाँ, ये भी रिकॉल वैल्यू
Recall,
कितना
हाँ,
बोला
so
जा सकता है,
registration
आप
होना
बहुत
चाहिए।
हाई फाइन वर्ड लिखो और वो बोला ही ना जा सके.
Yeah. So you go through all these questions to be answered first when you make the brand name. So most of the people they don't plan properly. What is the message you are giving to the brand name? That message has to be very clear. That message has to be exactly or closer to the benefits you are giving to the product. Okay. Then you don't need. Say, for example, I give you Grower. There are a lot of distance with my diet boss and all people. Don't use the name of Grower. Okay? If something goes wrong, the whole Grower brand will get affected.
Okay.
I insisted it has to be, if you want retail to be successful, you put Grower only. Why Grower? Grower has got all the meanings, what we want to communicate through the retail.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't have to explain to them what is Grower. Okay, Grower Center. After the moment I say the word, everyone will know what it is without explanation. That is what I want. After a lot of struggle and all that, we have to go to the highest authority, the investor level, chairman level, group chairman level. Group chairman gave respect to my ideas, and then finally it got implemented. Within no time became so popular.
Okay.
Just because of brand name.
So this is a case study where like Coromandel is having their own brand called Growmore, which is very popular, and we attach that Growmore brand to the retail brand, and that popularity has been there, and that ethics
also
value
brought Apna.
Mana grow more, apna grow
अपना grow more. मतलब you giving emotional touch to them.
Emotional touch to them. So that is how the branding and the naming is very important. Sir, during business, we always talk about short-term goal and long-term goal, 3 years, 5 years. So, आपके अनुसार, as per you, what are the three important factors which we should consider it और उसको सबसे ज़्यादा importance देनी चाहिए?
See, actually, when I mentioned about the importance of preparing project report
Yes.
before you start,
Yes.
you do all the mistakes on the drawing board only first.
Okay.
What all possible, where the mind can go. You can bring more minds into this. There, one of the things is this short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. Very important. Actually, all three are important. So you start from the long-term goal, and there is a broad picture. You know how it is likely to imagine basically the picture. If I start this thing, this business now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what is my vision to reach to? Okay, so in the long-term goal, there is something called, what purpose and, objectives of the whole thing. What is the inherent. Olden days, we used to call it vision, mission, and purpose and goals like that, the format. So, which means what? What is that basic underlying meaning of the brand or business you want to stick with, basically. Okay, so I want to be, let us say, I want to meet the future requirement of the health requirements of the human beings. Let us say.
Okay.
Just to give an example. So then your whole thinking goes around the future, present, medium term, long term. What are the requirements, health requirements of the human beings? Like that, I'm saying.
Understood.
So you have the basic thing. That is also well thought out. That comes partly from your own culture, the promoter's culture, partly from the market opportunities and technology available and future plans. Okay. So start from the futuristic long term, then come back. Ultimately, you have to do today and next year, Short term becomes a part of long term.
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay,
so that's how it is. All three are important.
And one more question is going to the field. But isse pehle, I'll share my experience. When I was in Coromandel SQM and he was my chairman. And my main job was to selling potassium nitrate P2P. But he made it mandate in my all this review that how many days I am actually traveling in the field, farmers को कितना मिल रहा हूँ, dealers को कितना मिल रहा हूँ. स्टार्टिंग में समझ में नहीं आया कि यार क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्यों हो रहा है, इसका B2B सेल्स से मेरा क्या रिलेशन है. And I used to get him all the information from the market level only. But when after doing this thing for 3 years, actually I am thankful to you that this has actually helped me and given me a 360-degree view कि actual field में क्या होता है. And for this experience I am encashing now also. So you can tell to the young entrepreneurs and other things that what is the importance of going to the field, which is very close to you.
So it's not field, it is the customer.
Yes.
Okay, the final customer, ultimate, who is paying for you. Okay.
Yes.
So understanding final customer is not easy. 360 degrees of the business is one part. 360 degrees of the customer is another part. Okay. So they're so variant. Geographically variant and culturally variant, and then within the family,
especially
father,
like
son variant.
India,
So much variance will be there. So it is very difficult to come to a particular thing. But you spend more and more time, more and more you will know.
Yes.
That become a basis for entire your business.
And next is that for 4 businesses, what will be the main leading strategy for bulk, specialty fertilizer, crop protection and retail?
Leading strategy?
Leading strategies for sales.
Now?
Now. For 4 of these business. पहले हम bulk business की बात
करेंगे. Okay, bulk fertilizers basically right now for now about 70 years.
Yes.
We are now into the same,
Urea,
initially
DAP.
started with SSP, then came to urea, then DAP and MOP and so on. And this is going to end because MOP is also mined and phosphates, rock phosphate is also mined. And they will stay at best maybe another 100 to 150 years. उसके बाद वो होगा नहीं.
Right.
So as of now, the strategy is that you always find sustainability of this limited resources available.
Okay.
Okay. So what we are saying, precision nutrition is work towards it. So nutrition with precision, nutrition with technology, okay, like sensor technology or imagery technology and so on. So bulk fertilizer, though you are in the bulk fertilizers, you have to have your thumb onto the technology and thumb onto the environment, thumb onto the precision.
Okay.
That should be a strategy. That only will survive
Okay.
in
sir.
future. Okay. Coming to the specialty fertilizers, as I mentioned, it's a balanced nutrition. So balanced nutrition for the plant, balanced nutrition for the human beings also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So more than that, as a part of the businesses, you have to get your returns.
Yes.
Okay. So how the returns will come? Only when you understand what is balanced nutrition. How do you make it, comfortable for the crops and the farmers? How make it affordable to the crops? So there also the technologies are changing to the level that more and more precision, even because nutrients are very minute in this thing. More and more nutrients are coming to the surface, which are becoming deficient, and more ease of application, ease of purchase, the entire value chain.
Yes.
The requirement is more of ease.
Yes.
That means time is becoming a constraint now.
Constraint here.
Earlier it was only in urban areas. Now it
Yeah.
is becoming the villages also.
Yes. Yes.
So everyone sees the time as the money.
Yeah.
Even in the villages, even farmers. So the little time, how you will get the maximum coverage. So it is not only a tangible part, it is intangible parts too, as I mentioned to you.
Okay. Yes.
Has to be
earlier we have
incorporated into
discussed.
this.
Yes. Yes.
Then coming to your
Crop protection.
crop protection, pesticides.
Pesticides.
Pesticides also, as I mentioned to you, more and more molecules getting banned.
People
So the
are
present molecules will not be there 10 years from now. Most of them will go away. So you have to look for the alternatives. The alternatives is nature itself, as I mentioned to you. And alternatives is microbes, as I mentioned to you.
and biopesticide, which we discussed.
Biopesticides, okay. They may not be ready today. You have to make them ready,
Yes.
as I mentioned to you.
And you have to keep on working so that in future you can encash upon them and you can
Yes.
give good to society
Yes,
also.
there is so much of technology that can be done in biologicals. So biotechnology, so much is required to be done. That is also in nascent stage. So more and more you apply, more and more technologies will come out. And
last, retail.
Last is retail.
Yes.
Retail, as I said, that intangible part, as I mentioned to you.
Yes. Yes.
That is, one is trust and delivery, and then services along with it. Now, retail is moving, as you have observed, more and more outsourcing the cultivation itself. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the mechanization is using the machine, buying by machine and using.
Yes.
No mechanization services, no drone services.
Yeah. Drone services. Only.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is not drone purchasing. You
Yes,
are purchasing a service.
Service only.
Okay. Yesterday, someone was saying in the meeting that even the injection, ammonia injection, the gaseous form ammonia injection
Okay.
into the soil,
Yeah.
that is followed in Europe and US for many years or decades. That means there is no physical product. They'll come and inject gas.
Inject in the soil. The gas they injected, put in the soil.
Yes. This is also outsourcing in a way.
Yes. Yes.
Nitrogen fertilizers. And so on. The technologies are changing for ease of doing business. Now ease of doing farming. So retail is the vehicle for that.
Yes.
Vehicle to reach that.
And before now we move on to our rapid fire, मेरे दो personal question है sir. Last I'll ask you. First, all over your career 40 years, it had not been a rosy ride. मतलब काफी problems आई होंगी. It had been hard also. So at that time, how you shifted and how you moved, sir?
See, even in our personal lives also, there is a trade-off. Trade-off मतलब आपका पर्सनल लाइफ एंजॉय करना चाहिए तो करियर लाइफ सैक्रिफाइस करना पड़ेगा. करियर लाइफ प्रोग्रेस करना चाहिए तो पर्सनल लाइफ सैक्रिफाइस करना. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ ट्रेड ऑफ. ओके, देयर ऑलवेज ए एंड यू हैव टू बैलेंस इन बिटवीन. ओके, सो इन माय लाइफ आई लॉस्ट अ लॉट in the personal life because I was not with my children when they were small. Not much time.
Yes.
So I was there, but always there together. Consciously, I chose only housewife, not a working wife,
Yes.
because I wanted that support. Because I'll be 20 days in a month, I was outside house and so on. So one has to chart out what exactly we need in the life and make a balance yourself
And definitely the family has supported you in a way
fully,
where you are there.
fully. That without that you can't move
Yes,
at all.
And two habits and two qualities of Mr. P. Gopal Krishna, where you are here, what has been, sir?
Qualities I mentioned already: hunger for knowledge.
Yes.
That will never die as long as I live. So more and more I want to learn every minute, from every person, every situation. Okay, that is one quality. Second quality is be truthful, 100%.
Yes. We have already discussed. And
There
two
is these
habits which you are following daily.
Yeah, two habits. One I told you, Amritavela meditation.
Yes.
That is give the day's energy comes from there.
Yes.
I'm earning my energy for the day. So second habit is mingle with more number of people, as many people as possible. And when you mingle with people, when you meet people, only viewpoint is that you are only what you will give to them,
Okay.
mentally, physically, or
Emotionally.
spiritually, whatever it is. Continuous thought is what I can give to you. Only that thought. What I get from them, no. Absolutely no.
So obviously when you are giving so much, automatically you'll be.
It comes automatically. But that is not the expectation. In the back of the mind also, it's not the expectation. More I give, more I feel I enjoy. That is the two habits.
Thank you really for sharing these personal things also. And now we will go on to our next round. Now let's start with a rapid fire. 3 important qualities you look when you hire.
In the candidates. Okay.
Yes.
First one is how committed he is. Sincerity, honesty, etc. Number 2, how much knowledge he acquired in the same environment in which he lived. Not outside environment. Okay. Third one is how genuine he is, truthful he is in what he is doing.
If not in agriculture, what Mr. P. Gopal Krishna would have been doing?
Okay, so I would have been looking for helping people, either whatever the form, either NGO or whatever.
A management trainee joining today, what will be your quick advice to climb the corporate ladder?
You do the job of your boss. One day, very quickly, you will become your that position. Besides your job.
Yes.
छोड़ के नहीं है.
Any decision you want to go back and change?
Go back and change. I'll balance my life.
Okay.
Maybe I'm more skewed for career.
Take us through your daily routine quickly.
Get up at 3:30 and complete meditation, what we call as Amritavela in Brahma Kumari system. So they have morning Murali. So that gets over by 5:30. And take some rest and do yoga. And after that, be ready for a walk, morning walk. Come back, get ready, go to the office, spend the whole day. Office 8-9 hours will go like 8-9 minutes because you are so involved with the people and the situations. Not without tension, without getting tension, without giving tension. Come back in the evening, and again evening there is a spiritual session for 1 hour, and then read some books or newspapers. And if it is weekend, then you see good serials in the TV or a movie, good movie.
Yeah.
If it is only after certification, nominated for Oscar or something like that, have a good sleep. Before sleeping, at least 10 to 15 minutes meditation.
Okay. Your advice to handle stress and anxiety of corporate life?
Yes. Only one thought. Only one thought relieves me in any situation is that whatever is happening is a drama created by the God. And you are one of the players. You play, you complete your portion of the play and come out and keep observing.
Okay.
That thought will give the relief.
Who is your professional role model?
Professional?
Professional role model.
Oh, okay. Professional in my whole life?
Yeah.
Okay. There was one person called Mr. Banerjee. He was the India head for Sandoz when I was working with him. At very young age, he is also IIM Ahmedabad, and very young age, at the age of 31, became India head. And his discipline is phenomenally good. What all I told you about meditation, yoga, all those things, he used to practice.
What is your most exciting project you have ever worked upon?
Exciting project.
Most exciting you have worked upon?
My most exciting is this retail.
Retail. Are you a goal-oriented person or a process-oriented person?
Process comes after the goal. So goal is first.
3 books you would like to recommend?
3 books. Okay. 3 different themes I'll tell you. Okay. One theme is that how you manage your work. So your Brain at Work by Dr. David Rock, which gives simple tips how you manage your time and mind. Number 2 is the Indian book, Amish book, where the spiritual scriptures, Ramayana, made into like a normal human life.
Okay.
He wrote it well, with good arguments inside. Okay, it's like any other social story. Okay. Third one is, I keep telling everyone, is the placebo effect.
Okay.
You are the placebo, the mind matters, by Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Okay.
So these are the 3. That is, you can cure all your diseases with your own mind.
And you can look at the camera and you can give a message to the young agri graduates graduating today.
Young agriculture graduates.
Yeah, graduating today.
So only one thing I say is that most of the colleges have got what is called a farm experience in the last 6 months or so. And what I noticed is they don't take it seriously, the importance of that experience. But what matters in your life is that experience only will help you. So you carry all your books along with you, go to the farmer, go to the field, sit there. In front of your eyes, one side farm and farmer, other side is your books and knowledge. You correlate these two and start learning. You'll enjoy a lot, and farmer learns a lot, crop gains a lot.
Yes.
And you really like a good feeling you'll get. So be with if you are in agriculture, be with the farmer all the time, as much as possible.
Thank you, sir. We had a wonderful session, and thank you for coming down to the studio among your busy schedule and giving time to us. It has been really a value addition for us, and it has been a very informative podcast, which definitely the audience will like. How was your experience?
Yeah, damn good. I also really enjoyed. Touch base with my whole life events. And also you brought out what I think about certain aspects. Though it is there, but you're coming out very rarely it happens. So
Yes.
Thank you very much for this session.
Thank you. Thank
I
you so
also
much.
really
sir.
enjoyed talking
Thank
to
you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this episode. Hope this episode has been useful to you. Please share with your friends, family, and colleague. Keep watching SUPAL Sharma Show. Let's learn from industry for the next episode. Thank you.